A dream delayed is not a dream denied. Hi, this is a story about a dream that waited for 15 years, a dream that almost died, but didn't. It is a story about a woman named Anna and how she finally said, "I will not wait any longer." This is a story for anyone who says, "Someday I will begin." This is a story for you. Scene 1, Anna's life. Anna was 35 years old. She lived in a quiet town and worked at a small clothing store. Every day, she folded clothes, smiled at customers, cleaned the windows, and helped people find shirts and shoes. She was good at her job. People liked her. But inside her heart, she felt something was missing. Scene 2, the secret dream. Anna had a secret. When she was 20 years old, she wanted to become a teacher. Not just any teacher. She wanted to teach children, to help them read, write, dream. She remembered her favorite teacher, Mrs. Lopez. She made her feel smart. She told her, "Anna, you could be a great teacher someday." Anna believed her for a little while, but then life happened. She didn't have money. She didn't have time. She had to work. So she said, "I will study next year." Then next year became another year and another. Now it was 15 years. 15 years since Anna last thought about her dream. She worked, she paid bills, she helped her family, but every time she passed a school, every time she saw children walking with books, she felt something in her chest, a little pain, a little voice that said, "What if?" Scene 5, the photo. One evening, Anna was cleaning her closet and found an old box. Inside was a photo album. She opened it slowly, and there she was, a young woman with bright eyes, holding a notebook and smiling. It was her at 20 years old, full of hope and plans. Anna stared at the photo. Then her eyes filled with tears. She sat down on the floor and cried. Not loud, not angry, but quiet. Long, sad tears. She whispered to herself, "What happened to you?" Scene 6, the first step. The next day, Anna made a choice. She looked in the mirror and said, "I don't want to wait anymore." She opened her computer and searched on Google, "online classes to become a teacher." She was nervous. She thought, "I'm too old. I'm not smart enough. It's too late." But she kept looking. She found a school, a program for working adults. One class each week. It was affordable and flexible. She took a deep breath and clicked register. Scene 6, learning again. The first class was hard. She had not studied in years. She didn't understand everything, and she made mistakes. But she tried. She read, asked questions, and stayed up late. Some days were better than others. Some days she wanted to quit. But then she looked at the photo and kept going. She studied in the morning, studied on lunch breaks, and studied after work. And slowly, she changed. Scene 7, the voice returns. One day, during a class about child development, her teacher said, "Anna, your answer was excellent." Anna smiled. It was a small moment, but it felt big. She remembered Mrs. Lopez and imagined how proud she would be to see her now. That voice inside her, the voice of her younger self, was back. It said, "Yes, you can do this." Scene 8, 2 years later. 2 years passed. Anna worked hard. She finished all her classes. She cried again, but this time they were happy tears. She stood on a stage, with a graduation cap, holding a certificate in her hand. Now, she was Teacher Anna. She was 37 years old. Not 22, not 25, but still, right on time. After that, she got a job at a small school. Her first class had 18 students. They were loud, funny, full of energy. She looked at them and thought, "This is where I belong." Final thoughts. Anna's story is not about being fast. It is not about doing everything young. It is not about being perfect. It is about not giving up. Anna waited 15 years. 15 years of maybe next year. 15 years of fear. But she changed her story because one day she said, "Enough waiting." And she took the first step. What about you? Do you have a dream? Something you once wanted? Something that waits inside your heart? Maybe you think it's too late. Maybe you feel too tired, too old, or too busy. But listen, it is never too late to begin. Not if you have breath and a heart that beats with motivation. Anna didn't go back in time. She didn't erase the past, but she made a new future. And so can you. As the saying goes, the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is today. So don't wait another year. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for permission. Start now. Start small. Start scared. But please, start.